had to do a quick little dedication set to get y'all ready to bring your A game. My people's dynamic.
Hey, I like that, man. Bring your A game. Big things,
That's
man.
right. That's right. How you doing?
Good, man. I'm happy to be here, man. This is an experience for me. I had to bring the cameras and everything.
Yeah,
too,
man.
to document this.
You couldn't tell a girl you're bringing a camera?
Well, you look good all the time anyway, so you don't gotta worry about that. You know what I mean? You're good.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
You're
Fine.
But welcome. And you know what? I gotta say that I'm pretty amped to meet you because I've been following you for a while, and
I appreciate it.
And
Vice versa.
Yeah, doing your thing. And so much respect to you because I know how hard it is. And you're not only an artist, but you're also a website founder of bringaagame.com.
Right.
Also a tour organizer, and also a compilation.
I feel like I should just take my feedback while you keep.
Yes,
bigging me up
innovator.
like this.
yes. So you have so many things on the go, but let's bring it back a little bit. How did you even get into the business? Because you're so young to be doing so many things at one time. Like I thought I was the only one who was like, the original Heyman, but you're up there with me, son.
Yeah,
you're up there with me.
I'm not that young.
Okay,
but I look it though.
Okay.
But yeah, no, definitely. I've been. I guess my family is. This is a musical background.
Yes.
My pops is a reggae singer.
Okay.
My brother does music as well. He goes by the name of Ish. Shout out to Ish.
Okay.
And just music has just been sort of
right
in the blood. So it's of course it makes sense to do the Canadian hip hop. I'm here.
Absolutely.
And I feel like there's no platform at the time that I kind of started, there wasn't as many platforms for Canadian hip hop specifically.
Right.
And so I felt the need to kind of do that.
Absolutely. All right. So, like I said, you're also an artist. How did you make the jump from being an artist to actually starting the website? Because that sounds like a huge undertaking.
Right. I used to live in Ottawa.
Okay.
I did a radio show in Ottawa as well.
Okay.
And then I came out here and I said, I need to kind of bring that same kind of vibe that I was doing back in Ottawa out here. At first, I started doing like an online radio show on Hip Hop Canada.
Okay, yes,
and
yeah.
I did that for a little while, and then after turned into being, the blog and what that was. I've been doing that since 2010, and then now, in the last year or so, we started the radio show. And so that's what's happening there,
Okay, nice. Yeah. All right, so we talked about you as an artist, bringing the website to life, and now the compilation. Now, one of my favorite compilations from back in the day is Rap Essentials
right,
Volume 1 and 2.
Right.
And this kind of reminds me of it in that, you have different artists, different backgrounds, different regions,
right.
And the music is crazy. So what people heard in that last set was just some of the joints off of the Bring Your A Game, plus the Devo track, which I play at least once a month.
Yeah,
I gotta be honest, that's my song.
Devo's hype, man.
Yeah. So how did that come about?
Yeah, so we're in the volume 4, of the series.
But he said volume 4.
Like
okay.
that they did up. So, I have so many connections with artists that I just figured like it makes sense to do this.
Yes.
Like I was saying back in Ottawa, I used, aside from the radio stuff, I did like a DVD called Hold It Down,
okay.
where we went around, to like Vancouver, Toronto, Montreal, Halifax, and Ottawa, and we had like some of the top hip hop artists at the time.
Yeah.
People like Danio were on the DVD, and so on. So it was dope, man, and I've just been on that vibe for a long time. So this makes sense, and I brought you some copies because I know I sent you it, but I'm like,
I love presents.
I gotta give you, what I'm saying, some hard copies here.
Oh,
so
nice.
Hopefully you can keep that. Plus my face is on it, so you can keep one like wrapped up.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
One will be framed. One will be autographed.
You know what I mean? Yeah, it's tough, man. I appreciate it.
All right. So you're also doing the tour, and is that off the A Game compilation?
Yeah, the reason why we started this 4-city tour, which is a small little tour, but just to kind of promote the show and the compilation and the website, and reach out to sort of the areas where the artists that were on the compilation are at.
Now, I guess for the website, do you do the interviews yourself? Are you just like the editor, kind of pull everything all together?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely started by myself. I have
Right.
some help now, but yeah, a lot of it is definitely me, kind of behind the scenes doing everything for sure.
All right. So who is your favorite interview or top 3?
Jeez, I'm not gonna do that. You know that. You can't do that. But yeah, man.
Or most memorable? I'll put it that way. Not favorite. Most memorable.
Dang, you put me on the spot now because I've done a lot of interviews.
Yeah.
Most recently, man, it was fun to speak about Daniel again. It was real fun to interview Daniel, man.
Yeah.
He was, definitely somebody I've looked up to as a musician in Canada, and to have him on the show was a good vibe, and it was interesting to kind of break down what he's been up to and where he's at and his whole career and stuff. That was cool.
Absolutely. Now, where do you see yourself going as an artist? With so many different things on the go.
Yeah, I mean, I'm working.
Like, what's next for you as an artist?
I've definitely released a few solo projects myself throughout the years, but I'm working on an album right now, which is called Sick in the Head. And
that's me right now on this master cleanse. But we digress. Go ahead.
And so that's been like sort of the vibes of my projects. If anybody's been following along with my music, my last project was called A Collection of Thoughts.
Okay.
So this one, just kind of makes sense to be sick in the head. It's real talk. But so that's where I'm at right now. I got like 7 tracks that I've done for the album so far, but I'm trying to get to like 15, and then I'm gonna come in and start promoting it properly and do all that stuff. But I'm working on an album right now.
Perfect reason to come back. I'm just saying.
Of course, exactly. That makes sense. I'm gonna be here.
All right, production-wise, who can we look forward to on the beats, on the boards with that one?
Man, who do I got on there so far? Fresh Kills, Rich Kid.
Of course.
Yeah, of course. And I'm trying to think of like DJ So Nice from Ottawa, DJ Duckets. There's a few heavy producers on the project so far, and I'm just reaching out to whoever else wants to pass me them beats. You know what I mean?
All right.
Send it over at music@bringyouragame.com.
There you go. All right, say the email one more time.
Yeah, music@bringyouragame.com. That's YAEH, bringyouragame.com.
Of course. And now for the compilation, I guess eventually you'll be doing volume 5, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. What are you looking for in terms of artists that are on there?
Good music. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I think just good music. I think I want to reach out to other places because a lot of the series so far has been kind of my network. You know what I mean? Like Toronto, Montreal, Halifax, those kind of things. But I think I really want to reach out to like the small areas across Canada, you know, where there's some no-name artists and stuff like that, and be able to
the ones that don't get as much love.
Yeah, exactly. And hopefully spread the brand out there too, right? At the same time. So.
Of course. All right. So why don't you let them know, I guess, where they can find you on tour, because you have a few more tour dates coming up.
Yeah, we actually have one more tour date coming up, the end of the tour so far, which is the A-List Summer Tour. It's happening this Friday, June 17th, inside Gordy's Brewhouse in London.
Okay.
And on the bill, we have Casper the Ghost and K-Mac, Big Caesar and DJ Despair, Sharky, Jux Kane, Ultra Magnus, Spesh K, and Art Trips or Ramon.
Oh, wow.
On the bill. Yeah, it's going to be dope.
That's a heavy roster there.
Yeah, it's gonna be nice. And we done, so like I mentioned, we did Montreal, we did Toronto just recently, and then we did Ottawa, and the vibes have been nice, man. So I'm hoping people come out, in the London show as well, and show out,
Yeah, of course. No doubt. That's how we do it. We're gonna get into a freestyle by yourself.
Oh yeah, you're gonna play that? Dope.
Yeah, I'm gonna play that.
The DFP,
Okay, what is do I need to ask?
No, to be honest, so this record, I sent it to you because
I'm just
it's just
learning
the
some of
latest
those
thing.
acronyms. So,
no, it's not. So DFP is a production company out of Ottawa, and what they do is they have a series on YouTube where they film, the artists that that record on their beats.
Okay.
So if you go on YouTube and just search DFP series, you'll find a whole bunch of videos from this producer who made this beat as well as DFP Productions, and he just calls all of the tracks DFP for the series.
Okay.
So that's all. That's why it's called DFP. I don't know what it really means.
Okay.
And I could probably make something up for it, to be honest, but I don't want to do that.
We'll say that. We'll do that off the air. We'll do that off the air while people are listening.
But yeah, man, check it out. When bars, this is what I do too.
All right, nice. The jack of all trades, Dynamic, is on the mic, literally. And he's in the studio with me tonight. So stay tuned. We're gonna check out this freestyle. Call me up 416-736-5656 if you're feeling it. And we're gonna get right back into it. Hold tight. Yes, and we're back with my people's Dynamic. How you feeling after hearing the ting, the ting?
I tune in to the show, man. You know what I mean? When I'm driving, so to finally hear myself, you know what I'm saying, on the radio waves, it's feeling nice. Man.
Good stuff. All right, so why don't you let people know once again where to find out everything that has to do with Dynamic and Bring Your A Game and all that good stuff?
Yeah, for sure. The biggest way to do that is bringyouragame.com. Again, that's YAEH, bringyouragame.com. Every day we're posting episodes a new video or a new track from a Canadian artist. So follow along if you're about that Canadian music. And for myself, if you like what you just heard, you can check out more at whenIcutArecord.com. And all my projects, my past projects are on there, and whatever I do going forward will be there.
Okay, awesome. But you can also listen here because he'll be back. I'm just saying.
Yeah, for sure, man.
It's all love. I like I said, I'm really happy to meet you in person finally.
Can I ask you a question?
Absolutely.
Are you Maestro's sister?
And he asked me that on the air.
I just wanted to know because I read something about it before, and I just wanted to clarify. Is it for sure?
Yeah.
Huge. That's huge.
That's my older brother. So like when you say it runs in the genes and it's in the DNA,
huge,
it's
man.
really in the DNA, like literally.
That's big, man. And shout out to Maestro, man. He's somebody I looked up to as an artist too, man. So
yeah. He's doing his thing, and I whenever he comes to visit at the show, I always remind him that he used to practice his WWF moves on me. I'm trying to let it go. The headlocks, the pull the finger, all the stuff that big brothers do to their younger sisters. He did it. So
turned out to be a good.
I turned out okay despite all that. Yeah.
So shout out to Maestro and all those chicks.
Yeah. Now I have one last question for you, actually. Now, since you've been doing this both as an artist and as providing a media platform for artists, you mentioned that when you started the website, it was very difficult for artists to get out there.
Right.
Now, including your website, do you feel that there are more platforms? Like, is it easier, like 6 years down the road, or do we still have a long way to go?
Yeah, there's definitely still a long way to go. I think there's more of, I mean, you can definitely see there's more like blogs out now that cover the Canadian hip hop scene.
Yeah.
With the love that Drake's been, getting out there, and all the artists like, this Jazz Cartier, Tory Lanez, cats like that. I think the scene's really getting a lot of love right now. So there's a lot more to go, a lot further to go with it, but it's going in the right direction, I think.
All right. And one of the ways that people can get there is through bringyouragame.com.
I like that. I'm going to take that snippet right there.
All right. Where can they? Oh, yes. One more thing. You call yourself Your Favorite Lightskin. How has that been received?
A lot of people hate on it, to be honest with you. Everybody always say, well, you're not my favorite light skin, but it's good. I like it. It kind of starts a conversation.
Yes, icebreaker.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so we got Your Favorite Light Skin, a.k.a. Dynamic, with Your Favorite Chocolatey Skin, DJ Mel Boogie.
But if it's wintertime, I'm Your Favorite White Skin. Like,
oh, jeez.
Straight, I swear to you. But light skin for real. Though.
Okay. And that's how we do it on Vibe 105. We're going to get into a quick commercial break and be back with some Heat Seekers. Thank you so much for coming through.
Thank you for having me, man.
All right.